Hey guys, Raid Zero AU here, and welcome back to episode 10 of Empyrion Galactic Survival. Now, last episode, if you remember, we built our small vessel, so time to go mining. Let's take this baby out for a spin, see what we can find. I might just do a quick scout around the planet a little bit. So at full power I've got 3 hours flying time with the fuel cells I've got in there at the moment. And you can see on the right hand side there that it tells me distance to orbit 750 meters, give or take. So it's kind of nice just to get up in the air and fly around a bit. Have a look at the planet from up in the air. Whoop, won't go near that. Epsilon power station. We'll be checking that one out at some stage. Whoop. Oh, getting fired at. I don't know if you saw that bullet go flying past. And what we got over here? Just get close enough to maybe identify it. That looks interesting. Epsilon Weapons Factory. Ah, so that's the one that we saw when we went over to the tower. Alright, so what we want to get is we want to get some Sathium ore. The only way to do that is to head up into the asteroid belt. We'll just start heading up. You'll see there that the distance to orbit is going very quickly. As we reach orbit, basically there'll be just a very slight transition. Probably as it changes maps. There we go. And we'll just keep going up until we reach the blackness of space. There we go, welcome to space. So there's where we came from. There's a core. You see now it tells me distance I'm away from a core. So we've got planet over there, planet over there. There should be another one around somewhere. There it is. And we've got our asteroid belt. Oh, there's the other one. There. So, what we're now looking for is Sathium. But also, normally there's a space station in this asteroid belt, so we want to be careful of that, because that'll be guarded by drones, and there's often drones flying around in here. But what we're looking for is some asteroids that have, it's very yellow, the ore. Recently, in one of the recent patches, they've increased the density and the numbers of the asteroids in here. And while you're flying around, you can always hold down the Alt key and look around. Not seeing any Sathium at the moment. We'll keep going. There's some. And there's the research station you'll see just down there, 1.2 k's away. So there will be some drones around, which I just need to be wary of. There's also another structure up there. I'm not sure what that is. So I'm going to head over this way. There's a few over here that have got Sathium in them. Just be mindful of drones. Might go out to that further one. Head out to this one. And as I said, just keep an eye out for drones. Really want them sneaking up on me. So not seeing anything around doesn't mean they're not, but alright, so helmet on, jetpack on, and we'll head on out. First person. Here we go. Welcome to the asteroid mining. And mining up here is exactly the same as mining down on the planet. So just be mindful that the ore that comes out will go floating off. So it's often worth grabbing it. I find if you just keep hitting T while you're mining, that you tend to pick it up as it comes out. Just take a look around from time to time, make sure none are floating off. The other thing is that because you're in 0G, you do get pushed back from the asteroid a little bit. So you just need to be mindful of that as well. So, not much, just a little bit. So we'll just grab a bit of this. As I said, the main reason I need this is for the Advanced Constructor. So you see there's a space drone. I wonder if I go to whether we can see it. Just see it there. Luckily it hasn't picked me up yet. go 402. Might a touch more, maybe get around 500, and then we'll head on back. Whoops. Remember to swap back to your drill. It's always handy. Just make sure none's floating off. Like that. There's one down there. $600 and something. So I reckon that'll do for starters. Getting a bit of screen tearing up here. Apologise about that, guys, if it's coming through on the video. But yeah, just noticed that. Alright, back into our vehicle. Back out to third person view, and we'll head on back to Akua. Oh, got a plasma space drone there. Let's see if he's decided to follow us. Oh, it doesn't look like it. Alright, so we'll head back in. Once again, there'll be a short transition. There we go. We'll just check out our map, see where we've come in. It's not too bad. Just over here. There he is. Actually coming in on the right side, so that worked out well. And we'll just slow her down, bring it in nice and slow, or slowish. Okay, straighten her up a bit. Might rotate. Whoop. Rotate it around. And set her down. There we go. Power off. And there we go. Alright. Now that we've done that, one tip I will give you guys is what's going on here. jetpack off. I'm up in the air. There's a bug for you from pre-alpha. The gravity hadn't kicked back in. So I was just floating in the air with the jetpack. So that shouldn't happen. If you find that happens, turn your jetpack off, as I just did. But a tip for you, which I found earlier between videos, I decided to go over and the tower, the Epsilon defense tower that we attacked in an earlier episode, went over, took out the core in there, and then dismantled it. And the generator inside it was actually a large generator. So when I dismantled that, basically what it did was it gave me, I'll show you here, gave me 4 advanced CPU, some Erystrum ingots, and 5 power coils. So after that I could have just simply gone ahead and made the Advanced Constructor. Now the reason I haven't done that is because I think that's a little bit too easy, and I'm not sure that that would remain in the game. It's in there at the moment, but I think having those large generators and then allowing people... It's a little bit too easy to find one of those little towers, go in, take it over, destroy the core, and you've then got access to some of the more advanced machines. Personally, I think I'd rather see it that you need to be making your small vessel and heading off planet to actually gain the resources to be able to make those. But it's there at the moment, so you could basically go straight over there and take one of those over, and you've got what you need to be able to make an Advanced Constructor. So there we go. So I'm just going to cancel these Promethium fuel packs. As you can see, I've got lots of Promethium pellets. I'm just making lots of fuel packs. I only took 12 with me when we went up. Took a little bit of emergency oxygen and some food, but just in case if anything happened, I didn't want to lose a whole heap. So, and the Sathium ore is this one here. You see there it takes 5 Sathium ore. You get 10 from each one. And each power coil here only takes 2 of them, so 629 Sathium ore should see us good for Sathium for quite some time. That's not to say we oh, excuse me, that's not to say that we won't be heading up into space, because we will be. At some stage I would like to take over that research station, and I want to check out what the other thing is. And also obviously I want to check out the other planets as well. So, and I dare say at some stage I'm going to be needing to replace some items. So, but in the meantime, what we can do, all I need is 2 motors and get those going, and then I can make the Advanced Constructor. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the normal constructor here and maybe put the Advanced Constructor over in this corner. And the main reason behind that is it means I've got 2 things I can have this one over here doing some stuff if I want it. I may change my mind with that. I'm not sure how big the large constructor is, what the footprint of it is. We'll have a look. It should be finished in a minute, so we'll have a look, and I may change my mind. I just need to transfer everything out of this one, probably into a cargo box somewhere, and then remove this one. Remembering I've still got the survival constructor outside. Right, so there's the large constructor. What sort of footprint does that have? Yeah, it's too wide. So how many wide? So yeah, so it's a square. Alright, well I'm going to have to move that anyway if I'm going to put it here. So what I might do is I'll just craft a cargo box. place that down next to that one. Just there. And just transfer everything over there. And we'll need to do the same here. And we'll transfer as much of this over as we can. Now, does that leave me with enough room? No. Alright. Gonna need another cargo box. And this one. I'm going to put over here next to the food processor. Now, normally I wouldn't be doing inventory management, or trying not to, on camera, but in this situation we're trying to obviously put something into the base, so... Alright, that's everything out of that. And that can just all go in there. Alright. So now I need to get rid of this one. I'll just double check, yep. And this one. Just reload the remove tool. As you can see, it still takes quite a few shots of that to actually get rid of it. Blocks certainly are a lot easier to get rid of now. Alright, there's that. Now, which way do I want it to face? Which way it looks? Which one's the... I reckon that's the front, so... Put that in there. There's our large constructor. So what we can now do is we can start putting stuff back in. Tend to like to group things in the constructor, like have all my ores and bars at the top of it, so I can keep a good eye on how much I've got, but I'll worry about that off camera. I'll just dump everything back in for the time being. Actually, some of this wasn't, was it? It was from the bars here. There we go. Alright. So this is the Advanced Constructor. Main difference with this, which makes life a lot easier, when you decide you want to build something, basically it'll go into this queue here, and it will then look at the item, and if you need to make any other additional components to be able to build that item, it'll queue them here and it will build those items in order to be able to make those, so you don't have to individually go into your components section and build the individual components to make an item. So it's all automated. It's a lot easier. Now, one thing I should be able to make, which I'm just having a look, have I got it unlocked? Maybe not yet. Let me go into our unlocks and have a look. Under weapons, pulse rifle. Alright, gonna unlock that. Actually, I'll unlock all these. You'll see I got a lot of points there. I've got a lot of stuff unlocked. Basically everything up until level 20, and I'm level 19, so and in fact we'll go through and we'll just have a look. I'm just going to unlock everything. Base, there's nothing there, I've got it all unlocked. Decorative blocks automatically unlock. I'll unlock the passenger seats. I'm not planning on using them, but for the sake of completeness. Plasma turret, unlock that. Miscellaneous, a flare, unlock. Building blocks automatically unlock. Tools, we'll unlock the filler and flattener and the flashlight. Once again, just for the sake of completeness, and we've done that. So the only thing we've got left are the level 20 stuff, so laser rifle and things like that. But I will be wanting to make a pulse rifle. So good range on it, 180. Good damage of 60, and it's got a very fast fire rate. So I'm rather hoping that we don't have something that we need. We've got everything we need for it, so I'm just going to make it. I think I'm going to be hard pushed to find something that we don't. Here we go. So if you look on the right hand side there, in the where it tells you what you need, under the railgun here, you'll see that the advanced CPU and power coil are both in yellow. That means I don't have them, but I do have the resources required to be able to make them. So if I were to click on that and go to make it, what it would do is automatically first off go and make the advanced CPUs and the power coils that it needs, and then make the railgun. So that's kind of how it works. Basically, if it's showing in yellow, it means that you've got the items that you need to be out. You've got the resources to build the components that you need. If it shows in red like it has previously, like here, rock dust, filler and flatten charge, it says I don't have enough, and that's because I've got all my rock dust over in the food station. So and it's telling me I don't have any resources. I've got no crushed rock in here that it can use to make the rock dust for me. So that's how that works. Various bits and pieces in here. So there we go. There's some Sathium or asteroid mining for Sathium. Our first foray into space. A successful one at that. And the Advanced Constructor, which I do like the new model. They have changed some of the models on some of these items, so I do like that model. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, then please leave a like and please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. This is Raid 0 AU signing out.